Good morning, Year 1. Welcome to your maths lesson. So yesterday we were looking at representing numbers to 50 and finding one more and one less using our concrete resources. Today we're moving on to using 100 square. So we're learning to find one more and one less using 100 square today. So our success criteria: identify the number first, find the number on a number line or 100 square, find one more by looking at the next number, find one less by looking at the number that comes before. Okay, let's start with our fast 5 questions. So pause between each question to jot down your answers, and then we'll go over them after we've looked at all 5. So number 1, what comes next? Look at the sequence of numbers and decide which number comes next. Number 2, again, what comes next? So look at this sequence of numbers and write what comes next. Then number 3, 43 is one more or less than 44. Is 43 one more than 44, or is 43 one less than 44? And number 4, 31 is one more or less than 30. 31 is one more than 30, or 31 is one less than 30. Which one is it? And then finally, number 5, this number is one less than 51. What number is one less than 51? Okay, let's go through our answers. So number 1, what comes next? So I'm looking at the numbers in the sequence 27, 28, 29. And I can see that the numbers are getting bigger. We're counting up by 1 each time. So the next number is going to be 30. And then number 2, what comes next? 43, 42, 41. What's happening to numbers this time? They're getting smaller, so we must be counting backwards. 43, 42, 41. 40. Okay, then 43 is one more or less than 44. So does 43 come before or after 44? It comes before 44, so it must be one less. And then number 4, 31 is one more or less than 30. So does 31 come before or after 30? It comes after, so it must be one more than 30. And then finally, which number is one less than 51? So I'm thinking of 51, my number is one less. If I take 1 away, it must be 50. I'm taking 1 away from the ones, and 1 take away 1 is 0, isn't it? So 50 is one less than 51. Okay, what's Stevie saying today? Stevie says 39 is one less than 44. 39 is one less than 41. Is that true or false? Pause the screen here to have a think, and you can use the number square, 100 square as well if he wants to help you. Okay, so to try and work this out, we can find both numbers on the 100 square. So here's 39. And then here is 41. So Stevie is saying that 39 is one less than 41. That means that she thinks 39 is the number that comes before 41. Is that right? Does 39 come before, does it come 1 before 41? It doesn't, does it? 1 less than 41 is 40. So 39 is less than 41, but it's not 1 less than 41. It's actually 2 less than 41. So I'm afraid, Stevie, that is false. So how could we change what Stevie has said to make it correct then? So pause here to have a think. There are two ways we could change Stevie's statement. Have a think now. Okay, so we could have changed Stevie's statement by saying that 39 is 1 less than 40. Because 39 does come right before 40. 39 is 1 less than 40. That is one way we could have changed it to make it correct. A different way we could have changed it would be changing the first number and changing and writing which number is 1 less than 41. As we said before, we found out it is 40. 40 is 1 less than 41. So that's two ways that we could have changed Stevie's statement so that it's correct. Did you manage to work out one of those? Excellent. Okay, so our vocabulary today, the number one more means, as we know, as we found out yesterday, means to add one. It's the number that comes after that number. One less means to take away one, and that is the number that comes before. And then we've got our 100 square, or sometimes it's called a number grid. This is what it looks like. And it's got all the numbers up to 100, from 1 to 100 on it. So my turn first. I've got my little table here. So it shows me the number that we are starting with. Okay, so the number I'm starting with is 41. 4 tens and then 1, 41. So the first thing I need to do is find that number on the 100 square. So I'm looking down each row and I can see, oh look, 41 is the first number on this row of 40s. So 41 is my number. Now, if I want to find one less than that number, I need to look for the number that comes before it on the 100 square. Now, it's a bit trickier when you're looking at the first number on the row, but what we need to remember when we're looking for the number that comes before, we need to go up to the row above, but right to the end. Okay, so the number that comes before it is in the row above, but right at the end of the row above. So here it is. So 1 less than 41 is 40. Okay, and then to find one more than 41, we need to look at the number that comes after 41. So here it is, 42. Okay, so 1 less than 41 is 40 and 1 more than 41 is 42. Now let's have a go at this one together. So can you read what this number says? So it's 3 tens and 2 ones, which is 32. Did you work that one out? Amazing. So now pause the screen to find 32 on the 100 square. Okay, did you find it? Amazing. So here it is, 32. Now I'd like you to pause the screen and find one less than 32. Okay, did you look at the number that comes before to find one less? Amazing. So 1 less than 32 is 31. Brilliant. What about one more than 32? Pause the screen again to find one more. Did you look at the next number? Fantastic. So one more than 32 is 33. Great work. Now have a go at this one on your own. So have a look at the little chart, the little grid we've got here. Look at the number that we're going to find. Say what it is, find it on the 100 square, and then find one less than that number and one more than that number. So pause the screen here to have a go, and then we'll come back and check. Okay, so hopefully you know that this is the number 20. I know that sometimes some of you get confused between the number 20 and the number 12. The number 20 is the number that has 2 10s and 0 1s. So where is 20 on the 100 square? Here it is. So remember, all the numbers that we say when we count in tens are down the right column, the column on the furthest on the furthest column on the right are all the tens, and there's 20. So then one less than 20 is the number 19. And then one more than 20. Ooh, it's a bit of a trickier one, isn't it? Ooh, there's no number there. Did you know that we need to go to the next row? The beginning of the next row, 21. Right, did you work that out? So one less than 20 is 19 and one more than 20 is 21. Amazing. Okay, so now it's time for your main activity. So go to Teams to complete the maths quiz, and you make sure you use 100 square, which is in the maths folder, to help you with that, with your activity today, to help you find one more and one less. And then there's a stretch challenge at the end, which is a little problem solving challenge where we have to find out who has the greater number by using these skills that we've learned today. Okay, guys, see you later. Bye.